welcome to channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with your quantitative aptitude class, and that is your class is your 192, where we had completed your 191th class of the session. Here we had started with arithmetical ability. In that we are on topic that is of time and distance. In the same way, if I'm talking about, so yes, we had done your 191th class, wherein that we had done your 74th questions of this particular unit, that is of time and distance. Today we'll continue with 75th question of the session, but before starting with the same, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and another you can also enjoy the video as well. So let's get started, and that is the 75th question of the session. We have, in a flight of 600 km, an aircraft was slowed down due to a bad weather. Its average speed of the trip was reduced by 200 km per hour, and the time of flight increased by 30 minutes. The duration of the flight is that you have to ask that they had asked about it. This question has been asked in the MAT examination paper, and the options for the same is 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour and 4 hour. So let's go for it. 75th question. In a flight of 600 km, an aircraft was slowed down due to bad weather. Its average speed for the trip was reduced by 200 km per hour. And the time of flight increased by 30 minutes. The duration of the flight is （MAT examination paper. Options as I told you, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours and 4 hours. So we go for the same. Here we go. So as I told you many times, then when you are going to see the question, you will try by your own side. If you are able to solve those questions, so it's helpful for you only. And if you're not able to solve those questions, you can just see when I will be providing the solution, but you will try by your side first. The question solution will be, let the duration of the flight be x hours, then 600 upon x minus 600 upon x plus 1 by 2 equals to 200. So 600 upon x minus 1200 upon 2x plus 1 equals to 0, 200. X 2x plus 1 equals to 3. So 2x square plus x minus 3 equals to 0. 2x plus 3 x minus 1 equals to 0. So x equals to 1 hour, neglecting the negative value of x here. We'll get x equals to 1 hour. Now we go for another question, that is the 76th question of the session here, and that the question we have as follows. So the question is, it takes 8 hours for a 600-kilometer journey. If 120 kilometer is done by train and the rest of by car, it takes 20 minutes more. If 200 kilometer is done by train and the rest of the car, the ratio of the speed of the train to that of the car is. That is, you have to answer, and this has also been important one because this has also been asked in the MBA examination paper. The options were 2:3, 3:2, and then 3:4 and 4:3. So let's find it out. It takes 8 hours for a 600-kilometer journey. If 120 kilometer is done by train and the rest by car, it takes 20 minutes more if 200 kilometer is done by train and the rest by car. The ratio of the speed of the train to that of the car. This has been asked in MBA. Options were 2:3, 3:2, 4:3, and 3:4. So we'll go for it. So here, let the speed of the train be x kilometer per hour. And that of car be y kilometer per hour. The car be y kilometer per hour. Then 120 by x plus 480 by y equals to 8, or we can say that 1 upon x minus this plus 4 upon y equals to 1 upon 15, and 200 upon x plus 400 y equals to 25 by 3, or 1 upon x plus 2 upon y equals to 1 upon 24. By solving these two equations, solving 1 and 2, we get x equals to 60 and y equals to 80. So ratio of speeds equals to 60 ratio 80, which is 3:4. Now we go for another question, that is the another important one, and that what we'll have to talk about it. And the question is your 77th question of the session. The question is, A is twice as fast as B and B is thrice as fast as C. The journey covered by C in 54 minutes will be covered by B in, the options were 18 minutes, 27 minutes, 38 minutes and 9 minutes. So we'll go for the same here. 77th question, we go for it. A is twice as fast as B and B is thrice as fast as C is. The journey covered by C and so we go for it, and C is 54 minutes will be covered by B is 18 minutes, 27 minutes, 38 minutes and 9 minutes. So we'll go for it. At C's speed equals to x kilometer per hour, then B's speed equals to 3x kilometer per hour and A's speed equals to 6x kilometer per hour. Ratio of speed of A, B, C equals to 6x ratio 3x ratio x, that is 6 ratio 3 ratio 1. Ratio of time taken (1 upon 6 ratio 1 upon 3 ratio 1 ratio 2 ratio 6. If C takes 6 minutes, then B takes 2 minutes. If C takes 54 minutes, then B takes 2 by 6 into 54 minutes, which is 18 minutes that we have here. Now we go for another question, that is your 78th question of the session. The question is, two men starting from the same place work at the rate of 5 km per hour and 5.5 km respectively. What will they take? They take to be 8.5 km apart if they walk in the same direction? Options were 4 hours 15 minutes, 8 hours 30 minutes, 16 hours and 17 hours. So we go for the same here. That is your 78th question of the session. Two men starting from the same place walk at the rate of 5 km per hour and 5.5 km per hour respectively. What time will they take to be 8.5 km apart if they walk in the same direction? Options were 4 hours 15 minutes, 8 hours 30 minutes, 16 hours and 17 hours here. So we go for the same and we'll find it out too. So to be 0.5 kilometer apart, they take 1 hour. So to be 8.5 kilometer apart, they take 1 upon 0.5 into 8.5 hours equals to 17 hours. Now we go for another question, which is the 78th question of the session, 79th question of the session here. And the question is, A walk around a circular field at the rate of 1 round per hour while B runs around it at the rate of 6 rounds per hour. They start in the same direction from the same point at 7 a.m. 7:30 a.m. They shall first cross each other at. This has been asked in the civil services question paper, so that has been important one. So we go for the same, which is 79th question. A walk around a circular field at the rate of round per hour while B runs away it at the rate of 6 rounds per hour. They start in the same direction from the same point at at 7:30 a.m. They shall first cross each other at. This has been asked in civil services examination paper. Options were 7:42, 7:48, 8:10 p.m. and 8:30 a.m. So we go for the same here. So here, since A and B move in the same directions along the circle, so they first meet at each other when they are difference of one round between the two. So relative speed of that A and B. So for 79th solution we have, so relative speed of A and B equals to 6 minus 1, which is 5 rounds per hour. Time taken to complete, one round at this speed equals to 1 by 5 hour, which is equals to 12 minutes. Now we go for another question, that is being the another, and that is your 80th question of the sessions here. The 80th questions here is: A walk at 4 km per hour and 4 hours after his start. B cycle after him at 10 km per hour. How far from the start does B catch up with A? The options were 16.7 km, 18.6 km, 21.5 km, and 26.7 km. So let's go for the same. 80th question. A walks at 4 km per hour and 4 hours after his start. B cycle after him at 10 km per hour. How far from the start does B catch up with A? 16.7 km, 18.6 km, 21.5 km, and 26.7 kilometers. So we'll go for the same 80th question here. So here, since A and B move in the same direction along a circle here, and that what we had talked about it. So suppose after here, so we'll be supposing after X kilometer from the start, B catches up with A, and then the difference time taken by A to cover X kilometer, and that taken by B to cover X kilometer in 4 hours. So it will be X by 4 minus X by 10 equals to 4, or X equals to 26.7 kilometer. That will be our answer here. Now we go for 26.7 will be the right answer. Now we go for another question, that has been the 81st question of the sessions here as well. So 81st question we have here, that is being: a thief is noticed by a policeman from a distance of 200 meters. The thief starts running at and the policeman chases him. The thief and the policeman run at the rate of 10 km and 11 km per hour respectively. What is the distance between them after 6 minutes? Options were 100 meter, 150 meter, 190 meter, and 200 meter. This has been the important one because that has been asked in the SSC examination paper. So we go for the same here. So here we're gonna end up with this only, and then we'll discuss the rest of the questions in the next coming class, which will be helpful. As I told you, there are many questions that you have to discuss about it, and so we'll discuss about the 81st question in the next coming class, and that is of course in your 193rd class of the session of course. So we go for the same, and here gonna end up with thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. We had done your physics class 11th, PFF chemistry class 11th as well. In terms of quantitative aptitude, yes, we had started with arithmetical ability. In that we had done your numbers, operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, problems on ages, sets and indices, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, pipe and system, time and distance, problems on train, boards and streams, allegations or mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clock, stocks and shares, permutations and combination, and we'll discuss about data interpretation, where we'll have to discuss about the graph, line graph, time graph and many more. So thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion in the comment box. Thank you.